What is going on, YouTube, and welcome back to the JDW SportsTalkShow, where every fan is welcome. And today we're going to be discussing the Pittsburg Steelers and them being hot, them getting very good at the right time. They're on a 3-game winning streak. This team has beaten some not incredibly talented teams, but they have gotten the job done, and they have shown to be a very, very decent, very good old-school type football team so far this year. Now, they did not start very good. Nonetheless, they did beat the Buffalo Bills in Week 1. And then they went on a 3-game skid versus the Raiders, the Bengals, and the Packers. And then, after that, this team started to gel a little bit. This team started to find some footing. They played the Denver Broncos on October 10th, and they did pretty damn well. 27-19. Najee Harris, Big Ben, the offensive line is starting to slowly come together. Even though they lost Juju, they've overcome it so far. This Pittsburgh Steelers team is sneaky. They can run the ball. Big Ben gets the job done, and the receivers and the tight ends are very, very good. Watch out for this Steelers team, man. Yeah, they did beat the Broncos, the Seahawks, and the beat-up Browns. And that Seahawks team was without Russ. But 3 games in a row in the National Football League is 3 games in a row no matter who you play. No matter who you play, 3 games in a row is not easy to do. It's not easy. Winning 2 games in a row is not easy. And then they have a pretty decent chance to make it 4 in a row. And if they beat the Bears this week, they have the Lions next week. Not a gimme. Not a gimme. But they have a pretty damn good chance to make it 5 in a row. The Steelers team is coming up. The Steelers team is starting to gel. And then that defense is a defense. Not as good as it has been the past couple of years, but it gets the job done. It is still very good. The Steelers team is on the rise. They are on the rise. They definitely are. Do not overlook this Pittsburgh Steelers team. They may make the playoffs. They may not. The rest of their schedule, they have the Bears, which I say they beat the Bears. I picked the Bears winning my pick'em, so go and check that out if you like. And then you have the Lions and the Steelers. Steelers are at home for this one as well. I say the Steelers beat the Lions. Not a gimme. I can see this being a trap game for the Steelers. But I'm going to take the Steelers. And then you have the Steelers at the Chargers. The Chargers are a beatable team for the Steelers. That's for sure. And then you have the Bengals. Will the Bengals sweep the Steelers, or will the Steelers, figure something out versus the Bengals? I don't know. Then you have the Ravens at home. Big game. Then you have the Vikings. You have the Minnesota. If that defense plays well and that offense plays well, you're going to win that game. Titans without Derrick Henry, maybe. Maybe not. Without Derrick Henry, I say the Steelers win it. With Derrick Henry, I say they lose that one. And then you have the Chiefs. The Chiefs have not been playing very good, but that is a December game. That is when the Chiefs get going, if they do get going. Then you have the Cleveland Browns are coming to Pittsburgh. Do the Pittsburgh Steelers sweep the Cleveland Browns? I don't know. The Browns are going to be healthy. I'm still not a big Baker fan, so I don't know. And then you have the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. So this schedule is pretty damn favorable. Kind of. They're teams that you match up well against, most of them. So the Steelers have a pretty damn good chance to make the playoffs. They just got to keep winning. They got to keep winning. They can't look back. They have to take one game at a time. They're 4-3. If they win the next 2 games, they're 6-3. The Steelers team is looking much, much better than anticipated. Much better than I thought. Much better than many thought. Kind of like the Bengals at that point. But the Bengals may be a little better, but we don't know. Bengals did beat them the first time around, so right now, I still say they're better, but they lost to the Jets and all, but whatever. It happens. Those kind of games happen. The Ravens are looking very good. The Browns are not looking very good. I don't think Baker Mayfield's the guy, because you look at all those injuries over there. Baker Mayfield can't overcome the injuries. He can't lead the team. He can't put the team on his shoulder and string a few wins together. Granted, there were a ton of injuries. but he was a number 1 overall pick. And when you're the number 1 overall pick, you're expected to be able to lift the team on your shoulders, even with injuries. Even with those serious injuries. And he didn't. Granted, he was out a week. But I don't think Baker's the guy. I don't think the Browns are going to do very good throughout the rest of the season. Just because Baker can't put the team on his shoulders so far. You know, he's won a few games just because of his arm. He was the reason they won a few games. Not many. Not many at all. When that run game struggles, he struggles. It's just how Cleveland is. It's just how Baker Mayfield's been. So, do the Bengals start to go on a skid? We don't know. I don't think the Ravens will. But if the Steelers continue winning, if the Bengals go on a skid, and do what we thought the Bengals were supposed to do. You know, the Bengals offensive line was not very good last week. I think this Bengals team overachieved the first half of the season. I think they might limp to the finish line. Nonetheless, they win multiple ways, so they're a very good team. We just got to see how they continue to handle these expectations, because now they're low again because of that Jets loss. So, the division, I don't know if they overcome the Ravens. I don't know. I don't think so. But could they? Absolutely. They could absolutely win the division. It's a long road. You know, you got to take one game at a time. So let me know what you guys think of the Steelers team going forward. It's a very, very solid team. Very solid. You know, they just got to take one game at a time. They're in a good division. You know, you can't overlook the Browns. Even though I said I'm not a big fan, you can't overlook them. They're talented. You can't overlook the Bengals. And you cannot overlook the Ravens, obviously. So let me know what y'all think about the Steelers team. They're a very old school team. Very, very well coached team. Mike Tomlin is an amazing head coach, as we all know. So, question is, do you guys really think the Steelers team can make the playoffs? Do you think they can make a big run towards the end of the season? The second half of the season? I think so. They have the formula for winning in December, for winning in November. You know, you run the ball pretty well. You throw the ball decent. Very smart quarterback that has seen it all. Receivers are solid. You can't just focus in on one receiver. They have multiple. Tight ends are solid. Offensive line is starting to come together a little bit. Defense is very good. This is a January football team, my folks. This is a January football team. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed. Hope you have a great night. Make sure you like, subscribe. Put the post notification bell on if you enjoy my videos and you don't want to miss any future videos. Subscribe so you don't miss. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Like if you enjoyed. So that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. This is JDW signing off.